Welcome to day 27 of intercessory prayer. And today is a really important one. And that is that the what is for God's people to realize their calling. And I'm guessing hopefully fulfill it. So as I pondered this for a while, I realized that, when we get saved, God places a calling on our lives. And we acknowledge the Great Commission that we're to go into all the world and make disciples. And that's a big call. And some of us, I would say, are more engaged in that than others. I mean, one of the first steps after you get saved, I know for me, was I was very much about enjoying the goodness of God and going to, every Bible study, going to every church service I could, the Christian concerts, hanging out with Christian friends. But there wasn't necessarily a lot of fruit where I was fulfilling the Great Commission. I was enjoying the Christian life and maturing. I thought I was maturing, but I was actually just kind of feeding myself a little bit. And I think there's a time for that in the very beginning, but unfortunately, so much of the church remains in that first stage of their calling with the Lord, and they never move beyond that. And they may move into deeper Bible study, they may move into more worship services, they may move into even ministries at times, but they never really mature in that calling. And I would say for me, the second stage in God maturing me in that calling was getting married. And anybody who's been married, I've been married now for 33 years, will tell you, if they really sit and think about it as believers, that getting married wasn't necessarily there to make us happy or even fulfill us all the time. It was there to grow in our relationship with the Lord. And living with somebody else and putting their needs first is a great lesson for us as saints. And then I know another stage for myself was having children. And with kids, you learn to put your time and maybe some of your delights, some of the things you love to do, aside for their good, that you would raise them up to love and to respect the Lord. And so that was definitely a maturing time for me. And then serving in a church and getting to the point where others saw a call on my life that I wasn't even really seeing totally, that I was to be a pastor vocationally. And so doing that for 20 plus years of vocational ministry, once again, God just maturing me and calling me deeper into that calling that he had called me to, and the care of the church and the care of so many people, and what a blessing it is. And so please pray that the church would fulfill its calling. How are we going to do that? Well, it says that we need to accept for ourselves what we pray for others, or what we ask of for others. And so today would be a good day to just think about what God has called you to do, and are you fulfilling that? Are you moving steps towards that? Are you moving in a way that God would look at you one day and go, "Well done, wise and faithful servant"? I think that's a good, honest question and a good time of introspection as you pray for others. So as we do that, let's do some special petitions to maybe there's some people that aren't living up to their calling as you see it, and they have gifts and talents and things, and maybe they're not following through on that. And we can pray for them, and maybe that person this morning is yourself. And so I'll be praying along with you. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.